senior year now, Jalen, kind of how's the excitement for the season opener different from when you were a freshman? How's that kind of different?
I think me right now, I'm a lot more eager. I think my freshman year, I was really nervous, like super nervous, like I was shaking before the game. But right now, I'm just eager to go out there and perform at a high level for my teammates and my school.
Hey, Jalen. Coach Loxley talked about, just kind of this secondary kind of clicking. For you guys, just kind of going through fall camp, 2 scrimmages, what do you feel like is going right through this offseason into week 1?
I think that we became a really close-knit group. I think we were able to iron out the communication errors that we've had in the past, and we've all bought in on being an exceptional secondary. So I think all the things we did off the field have translated on the field.
And I know, obviously, just a lot of underclassmen who are kind of in that rotation. Braden Lee was a guy that Loxley talked about as well. But just with you kind of being maybe an older guy and probably, I guess, even though it's year 2, probably one of the more experienced guys on the defense. But do you feel like you kind of did take anyone specifically under your wing in the secondary, or do you feel like maybe you took on that responsibility through camp?
I think I tried to help everybody as best as I could, especially the safeties, because that's the room I'm in the most. And being able to mentor the young guys, even still to this day, helping them understand what it means to prepare for a game week and how they should go about watching film and how they should go about taking care of their bodies on a day-to-day basis. It's been a collective effort across the whole board as a defensive back unit.
Hey, Jalen. Pete Gilbert with WPAL TV in Baltimore. And was there a point in the offseason where maybe you personally or collectively with the group, able to put behind the disappointment of last season and really feel like some things had changed to have you ready for 2025?
I think idealistically you want to say that the season's behind you right when the season ends, but I think we all know that's not the truth. And once we got into spring ball and we saw what we could do and the potential we had as a defense just off the initial installs and how we were performing and how we were communicating and flying around to the ball as a team and as a defense, I think that's when we really put this last season behind us and became ready for a new season.
Can you also speak to the pride of being part of it, in the defensive backfield of Maryland? When you look around the NFL, there are so many guys out there shining, and you get to now represent that group too.
I think it's an exceptional opportunity just to be a defensive back here at the University of Maryland. I think every single person in the defensive back room does not take it lightly and doesn't take it for granted what it means to be a defensive back at the University of Maryland. There's a bunch of NFL players that have came from here, and everybody here wants to be the next one.
Hey, Jalen, good to see you back here up top. We know from covering you in high school, you know what it's like to, win championships and be on a very, very good team. So how eager are you in your senior season here to, help Maryland get back to that winning, elevate to that next level? And how does that start with this week 1 game?
I'm extremely eager. Winning all the games in high school set a good foundation for me, and I know what it looks like at a high school level, but being able to translate that into college is something that I haven't had great success with. But I think we have all the tools and everything that's necessary to have that type of winning season here, and I think the first game is just igniting the fire, igniting the flame of what it means to have a great season here.
And obviously we haven't seen you guys play a game yet, this version of this year's team. What do you think this team is going to show us out here on Friday? Saturday, excuse me.
On Saturday, we'll just show how connected we are, how disciplined we are, and how consistent we will be for the whole entire season.
Jalen, Dave Preston, WTOP Radio in Washington. The new defense, it's still the same ideas, but what do you think are some of the subtle differences that you guys have, the new approach that maybe we might not be able to see from the stands?
I think it's really just about how connected we are and how unified we are. Every single person is moving on one accord, and there's not much gray area going on anywhere in the defense, and I think that's allowed us to play super fast and super physical.
21st century football, week 1, team rosters are completely flushed. FAU, you guys don't know them, they don't know you. How is that a benefit to your defense that's still kind of trying to find its feet?
I think it's a great benefit because it allows us to just focus more on us than the opponent. It allows us to really go into our intangibles and our standard and dig deep into that and focus more on who we are and who we want to be during the season rather than the opponent.
Jalen, I know this doesn't concern you because you play defense, but Mike hasn't revealed the starting quarterback. Is there a part of you that would like him to sort of just put it out there? You guys can kind of ride with him?
I don't think it makes a difference who starts back there, whether it's 12, 6, or 7. I think we'll be okay regardless of who's back there. And my job is to worry about the defense and make sure the defense is okay. So whoever the starting quarterback is, I think we'll be in great hands.
From your perspective, can you say something about each of those guys? Like, what do you like about them?
I love one collective thing that I like about every single one of them that they each bring is their leadership and their commitment to excellence. I think every single one of them has came in with the mentality to win the job and to bring others with them. And that's what you need at the quarterback position, somebody that's super competitive and somebody that wants to win and somebody that will be able to bring the rest of the team with them.
Thank you very much, Jalen, for your time. Alio, Public Access in Fairfax. What adjustments have you made to your game since football is very, an improving game throughout the training camp and as going into the season?
I think for me, a big thing for me was my tackling in space, and I think I did a great job with the strength staff this year, being able to put on a little bit more weight, getting up to around 205, and then on the field, taking extra reps in the tackling circuits and extra reps after practice, just practicing my angles, reviewing the film. I think that's the biggest area of my game where I've seen a step up.
Jalen, obviously I know you guys said you're kind of focused on yourselves, but just looking ahead at FAU, just kind of scouting them, what jumps out about QB Keaton Volkamp?
I think his ability to process the defense. He's shown that at his last school at Western Kentucky, he was a elite processor, which led him to being the Conference Player of the Year. His ability to get the ball out fast and run the offense on time is something that led them to have great success. So I think his brain is something that's really good, and then he does well completing the passes when they need to be made. So I think he's a great quarterback, and we'll have a plan ready for him.
You're a defensive guy, but you grow in competition and challenge. What has Pep done with this offense able to see through practices and the scrimmages that you've liked?
I think just being able to diversify who gets the ball and also showing new looks every single day in practice. As a defensive back, especially as a safety, I'm making a lot of calls. You would love to see a lot of different looks, and I've definitely been able to see a lot of different looks while I'm in practice. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
How y'all doing?
Hey, Dorian. Obviously, getting a chance to kind of settle in at Maryland. Obviously, I know you got here in spring ball, but what do you feel like maybe kind of clicked differently through fall camp?
During fall camp, it gave us a time to just stay on track, work on that timing, and just perfect our offense.
And what kind of gives you confidence about the passing attack, just in general, going into the season opener?
I feel like we got weapons all around the field. I feel like anybody can make a play at any time, and I feel like that's what makes us explosive.
Thank you, Dorian, for your time. Playing for Pep Hamilton's offense, he's well known for instilling tight ends in the offense. How excited are you of this new offense?
I'm very excited. Like I said, Coach Pep, he does a great job with being able to spread the ball around. Anybody can get the ball at any moment, and we got a lot of playmakers that can make plays when the ball gets to their hands. So
yeah,
I'm excited.
And what's your favorite route to run?
Anyone that's gonna get me open.
Hey, Dorian. You hear people in football talk about wanting their tight ends to be kind of a security blanket for the quarterback or a quarterback-friendly target, especially with whoever it is under center being an inexperienced quarterback. What are you doing? How do you view being quarterback-friendly as a target?
I played quarterback from flag football all the way up into my senior year of high school. So I got a good understanding about how the game is supposed to be felt, getting into those open spots from a quarterback situation. So I feel like I'm good with getting friendly and getting to an open spot where they can find me and I'm in the perfect location. So.
Hey, Dorian, speaking about the quarterbacks, Locke said he, has confidence in all three of them. How do you feel playing with them, and how do you feel, you guys will do, no matter who it is on Saturday under center?
That's a good thing for me, too. I'm comfortable with all three of them. I feel like no matter who goes out there on Saturday, I can make plays with all three of them. We've been together since spring. I've been working out with all of them, and I feel like the connection is great, so it doesn't really matter.
And then I asked Jalen the same thing. We haven't seen this team play yet this season, obviously. So what do you think you guys are going to show us Saturday when you take the field?
I feel like we're going to show, our ability to compete. I feel like a lot of people are kind of holding us back, don't got us doing much, and that's just preseason talk. But I think that we can go out and show the world that we're very capable. So.
What's going on, Dorian? What would you say is your personal and team goal going into the season?
My team goal is to win every week. Every week I want to go out and win. And personal goal, I just want to stay healthy and have a great season.
And then what would you say is a big improvement that you want to make coming off of last season going into this one that you can clear up?
Coming off of last season, I feel like my biggest improvement to this year will be my availability in the trenches as far as blocking, being all-around player, not just being able to catch the ball, being able to finish blocks, control the C-gap, and do my job in that area as well, so blocking. Yes.
Hey, Dorian. For both you and the team, how would you define success for this season? How are you measuring that?
Success is based on, our team goals. So, we have a standard. We have our team goals, and our goal every week is to go out and win. So I feel like winning is the standard between having a good season and having a bad season. So the goal is to go out and win every week. So just winning.
Dorian, as a former quarterback, would you have preferred if your coach came out and publicly said you're the starting quarterback?
Not at all, no.
Why is that?
I feel like I'm comfortable where I'm at. I like to leave it to the guys that actually do this. So I think we're in good hands with those three guys. So there's no need for me to go step out there. Thank y'all.